Hello?
Hello?
What's going
Hello.
on?
Oh, I'm having a great day. What about you, Teddy?
Not so good. I went to the gym with a guy named Dusty Tillerson, and
Yeah,
I'm not feeling so good. I'm still in my gym clothes. I
it's
can
terrible.
barely move, you
Yeah,
know.
it's really
It-
unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I'm sorry
yeah,
that.
it's always fun. One of the first questions I get right to the gym, I'm like, dude, one of my fans, he wants me to ask you a question, and he
Mhm.
wants to know what he should do. Anthony Williams, shout out to you. What he should do if what is it, Google? Right?
Google had a
Google's doing the
oh
split.
yeah, Google had a stock split today.
Oh, it
Uh,
was today?
yeah, it was today. It happened right before. It happened, I think, right before market opened for the
So
stock
do
market.
people ape in before the stock split or after the stock split? When am I
Okay,
supposed to ape?
what do you know what a stock split is?
Yeah, like I actually was alive for the when the Apple stock
Yep.
split, right? And that
Yeah.
actually ended up being very beneficial for me, but I was in Apple before the stock split.
Right. So a stock split means basically they basically knock down the price of the stock and there's more stocks out there. So that's kind of how that works. So basically just allow it so it's a cheaper price and there's more stock out there for people to invest. Um,
For us crypto
so
nerds, it'd be like you just minted new tokens.
you minted yeah, it's like you minted new tokens. That's pretty much what it is, except a little bit different because you do have shares of a company instead of coins of some kind of thing. But yeah, so the stock split, what happens is that the price goes to X, Y, and Z. And if you were in it beforehand, um, you basically have more shares, but your shares are worth less, if that makes sense, because that's how they do that. And they do that to make it so more people can buy a full share
Yeah.
of that company. So like if it makes supposedly it's to generate more capital for the company by letting more people buy the shares of the company. That's kind of the underlying reason for it. I mean, Google was trading at, or Alphabet rather, was trading at I think it was like $2,000, around $2,000 before the split, and it split after the split. It was around $100, I think, and then I believe Google also got hit a little bit today after the split too. They went down. The whole Nasdaq went down. What was it doing? It was pretty good today. It was around $110 and it ended around 109 and change after hours. So, I mean, do you want to own shares of Alphabet? I mean, they're a good
Wait, well,
company.
this is the thing. This is all happening during this crazy bear market, right? Like, is
Yes.
now a good time, would you say, to get into a stock that just split like Alphabet
Well,
or Google?
okay, so obviously this is if I gotta say this, we're not financial advisors, but
It's scrolling on the
it's
bottom,
no
all right? It's
shock. It's no
scrolling at the
shock.
bottom.
It's
We're
no
not
shock that
financial
Alphabet's a
advisors.
good company. You know,
What you say?
I said it's no shock that Alphabet's a good company. Like it's been around. It survived the .com crash. It's everyone. Google runs everything. Alphabet runs everything. They own everything. Could their
Actually,
stock go
Amazon
down?
runs everything.
What? What?
Amazon runs everything,
They're
bro.
they're very close too. They have a huge market share. I think they have the largest market share. Actually, they have $1 trillion
Yeah.
of the
We
market.
we have we have
Yeah.
70% of the cloud computing. Like,
Yeah.
come fight me. We still have you.
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, Alphabet's a company that we all know of. If you want to get into Alphabet, in my opinion, there's never a bad time. Obviously, in my opinion, it's gonna go down a little bit more. That's just kind of the nature that we're in right now, and with more and more Federal Reserve rate hikes, I think the market itself is going to be driven down a little bit more. I think we're far from no more bad news, if that makes sense. We have a Fed meeting next week, and that's going to probably cause more volatility in the market and will probably cause more volatility in the crypto market because they're very closely linked. So if you want to get into Alphabet, sure. No one knows what the stock market's going to actually do, but a lot of people right now believe that it's got a little bit more ways to go. Downwards, like a slightly.
Wait, so you say this? You are a guy. So, guys, one of the things Dusty always tells me about are puts and calls, right? So he's actually been betting against Coinbase for Coinbase and has made a lot of money But one of the my main takeaways is, Dusty, do you trust Coinbase? Are my funds safe in Coinbase right now? Because I know you're betting against the company, and I think it's important for the viewers that are big Coinbase maxis in the chat that it's like these are the reasons that you should diversify, or these are the reasons Coinbase won't fail.
My current opinion on Coinbase is I think as a company it's overvalued in the stock market, mainly because there's so many competitors against it, and they're doing a better job at being an exchange than Coinbase is being. Plus, with Fed rate hikes, I feel like Coinbase is going to have a smaller market share and a less valuable stock. As far as do I think your funds are safe? Currently, as it stands right now, based on what Coinbase CEO is saying, yes, they're fine. But he's always going to say that. He's going to say that regardless. He's not going to go out and tell you, no, they're not safe. But I do know if there was that rumor going around that if they go bankrupt, they could freeze all your assets to help pay for the bankruptcy problems and whatnot.
It's not even a rumor. They really did it. They got it like passed through, and they were like, hey, we want to slip this in here in case we go bankrupt. We consider the keys ours. They're not your keys. They're our keys.
The rumor is that they're going bankrupt. The fact is that if they did, they could do that. Yeah, absolutely. That is a fact. But the rumor is that they're going bankrupt because
you know what else was a rumor, Dusty? You know what else was a rumor? Celsius was a rumor. Voyager was a rumor. Look at them now.
Yeah, no, I think Coinbase is kind of behind the ball with being a good company. The value that it's at now. But at the same time, like there's been a lot of problems with crypto in the last couple months with people basically over leveraging themselves. I don't think Coinbase ever leveraged itself, but I don't know. All I know is Coinbase threw a lot of money around to market for marketing, and they are not getting those returns back. So they're laying off people, which is never a good sign. They're cutting spending, which is never a good sign. Yeah. My thing was they might not be going bankrupt, but they're going to be in for a hard time.
Like they've already laid off 1/5 of their company, by the way. So that's a massive amount, dude.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Yeah. And they're cutting spending across the board, which means they're not getting that revenue in. So they get revenue off of trading fees, and I know tradings on exchanges have gone down. This is not a shock to anyone. So
I do have to ask you, because I know you're a big believer in the market tanking. Is this a bull trap? Why is crypto up currently? Why, do you believe? Because I know, what was it, last week or something? We were having a stream, and you're like, "Nah, this is all fake. It's artificial."
Yeah. So I mean, we all know that markets never go down in a straight line unless like something drastic happens, like let's say the depegging of Terra Luna, stuff like that. Like that'll cause a straight line crash. But as a broader scheme, like Bitcoin's a relatively well-known asset, a well-coveted thing. A lot of people still want. It's not going to go straight down. Like it can't just tank. But at the same time, we've got to remember that retail doesn't move the markets. It's institutions and buying power of them that are really going to force it to go up and down. And with the Federal Reserve and other central banks allowing for bond buybacks, which if you didn't know anything, the ECB, which is the European Central Bank, just instituted limitless bond buying back program, which means they're forcing money back into these markets. Obviously, crypto is going to take a bit on all of this as well because they're going to have less. They're going to have less interest rates when they try to use their leverage money from these central banks. So institutions have more risk averse money that they can put back into it during this kind of downslide. And I think that's kind of in line with what the Federal Reserve said when they first started the rate hikes, which is we want a soft landing. So I think by doing this back and forth, we're slowly, crabbing towards a bottom instead of like in 2008 where we had like sharp drops every once in a while, causing a lot of issues for like liquidity problems, which I kind of see we might have in the future, but that's kind of my own opinion.
Coinbase liquidity problems?
I think liquidity problems across the market. Like, I don't think any asset's completely safe. Like, Coinbase is the easiest one to pick right now because crypto is kind of the most volatile thing, and that's what people get scared of. But I think any of the market, I think, is kind of. I mean, if you just look any graph of the stock market since 2008, it's just gone up, and then and then this last 2 years it accelerated because they had negative interest rates. So they're just printing more money into the markets. Like, duh, that's gonna happen. Come on, guys. But this whole little bid right now, I think this is just normal bear market rally type of things. Like this happened in 2008, where you have a week that's real strong. Everyone's like, it's over, we're finally back on, and then it just tanks even harder the next week. I think if you just look at where we were COVID, before COVID, pre-pandemic, and then where we are now, and see how very drastic that is, you can see how much more money is still on the market that probably really shouldn't be currently.
What is it? March 2020th?
Yeah, if you go to March 2020, let's just do pre-shutdown, kind of see where everything is. That'll kind of show you where we were kind of at. And
dude, we're exactly where we were for Ethereum wise.
Ethereum pre-COVID, we were at $600, $700.
When was COVID?
March of 2020.
Oh, embarrassing. Yeah, March of 2020. Yeah, Ethereum. Yeah.
No, that's after that big long red candle, because that's the shutdown. So wherever the shutdown was, so you go before the shutdown.
Was Ethereum really at $200 pre-COVID? What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh
no, well,
God.
when you print no, it's right up there. I think it's up here. Where is that?
Dude, when was? Oh my God, this feels like
I can
years ago. When was COVID?
Well,
this is going to be in history. December 19th. So March 2020. Okay, yeah. I should know this. I got married 2 days before the shutdown.
Yeah, it's true. I went to that.
Oh yeah, you were there. How was it?
It was good. I had a great time.
Oh yeah, so March 12th. So yeah, this would have been the dump. And it says, yeah, we were around $136 back then, bro.
Were we really only that much? I didn't realize it was only that much.
Yeah.
Oh, because we did come out of a crypto winter.
A crypto winter?
Yeah, we were in a crypto winter at that
Wait,
time.
you're not a guy that believes in TA or anything, right? That's the
I
weirdness
believe in
of you.
TA TA is just statistics, and I have a master's degree in statistics. So just let you know how that works. TA works if you know what you're reading for TA. Like, if you're a perma bull and you're doing TA and you always believe it's always a bull market, you're kind of that kind of guy. Well, then you're always going to be using TA and using whatever tops and bottoms to justify your own belief. But you got to realize where we are heading in a market current situation. And the Federal Reserve and other central banks clearly aren't changing course anytime soon. I mean, you'll hear people say, "Oh, maybe we peaked inflation," but I don't really think we peaked inflation. So I don't think we're turning around anytime soon.
As you know, I've been dabbling in TA a little, so I actually drew some support and resistance lines from history, and I predicted yesterday that if the level of 1500 was going to be achieved, it had to break 1435, and it did, and you can see how nicely, it found support once it broke that resistance. So I'm quite happy to see Ethereum at 1550 today.
But what happened to Ethereum today is we learned some news about them moving forward.
Wait, did you say nudes?
News. We didn't see any news. I didn't see any. Maybe you did, Teddy.
I don't know. Ethereum looking real sexy, if you ask me.
What kind of TA are you looking at?
That double T, bro.
Yeah, you're looking at
it's
T
technical. There's no analysis. There's no A in there.
There's no analysis. There's no technical analysis.
Wait, real quick before you go. Red Sox, hello, Dusty. Make Teddy work out harder. But Red Sox, you got beat today, by Wesley Daniels. I am first. I beat Red Sox. GGG. Triple G's in the chat. Shibnobi to the moon. What's up, Teddy? GG fam. Shibnobi in the house. Bajan Sardine, nice to see you. 1600 ETH, whoop. Wesley, that's his prediction. Yup, ETH is up 1600. Oh, man, these guys are feeling it. Let me see. Hey, Marty, 6-pack, Teddy. Dude, imagine me with the 6-pack. How much do I have to stop eating?
He has a 6-pack. It's just a beer.
It's a rice belly, actually.
Yeah, right. Sorry, my bad.
Dusty, did you ever buy Saitama?
No, of course not. That was a scam. I told you guys it was a scam. I remember one of the streaming fudded it, and I will not buy that garbage. I'm and anyone that's still in it, I'm sorry. But guys, it's not going to survive another rate hike or a crypto winter. It's just not. No one cares.
All right, these are Dusty's views. I hope the best for all tokens in the space, but yes, I'm a Saitama investor, so
I am not.
Don't FUD my bag, man.
I'm gonna keep FUD. I don't have to FUD it. They did it themselves.
Oh my god.
I saw that they rug pulled a bunch of people.
No, that was a real thing, all right? We're going to have buildings, and they're going to give me the revenue on the buildings.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be great.
Sure.
All right, so let me just catch up with the chat real quick. Life, hey, hellos, lots of hellos. Yup, I moved all my investments out of Coinbase, not going to wait last minute until they file Chapter 11. He's already telling you the Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
That's what it's called when you file bankruptcy as a company.
Wait, there's Chapter 7, Chapter 11, and Chapter 13, right? Yeah. We had to look it up on one of the streams earlier in the week. It's quite interesting, like reorganization versus finding out what your core company is. Yep. So you can run to the, like, literally the core group. It's like, this is the group I need to run my company. And then everything else is just voided.
It's just gone. Just gone. I mean, Chapter 11 wouldn't be good either. You don't want that because, like, that means the company did real bad. Bankruptcies aren't good. I shouldn't be the one that has to tell everyone that. But
what do you mean? I watched President Trump back in the day, and he's had a lot of bankruptcies.
Yeah, his companies aren't doing so good. He's doing fine.
What?
Like I said, his companies aren't doing too good.
Oh, okay. So the human being himself can do fine, but your company doesn't have to do so well?
Right. Yeah.
Is that how it works?
And he also used those bankruptcies to carry forward losses for his tax returns, which was, anyone with a lot of money is going to do that. Like, that's not.
Well, we don't know that because his taxes were never.
Come on, really? Come on. What's tax evasion? I don't know that.
I don't know. I'm a rhino, so
Yeah. I'm looking at name only. How did that happen?
That's what they called me. I went down to the local center and they were like, get this rhino out of here. I'm like, TF? Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, man. It's okay. I live in a state that's very red. That was the joke. Oh, man.
I know. It sucks to live in California.
It sucks to live in California. I do want to say that today in the morning stream, we did notice that the crypto market did break the trillion. So we're back at 1.03 trillion, almost an 8% increase overnight.
Oh, it did. You want to know why?
Dude, look at Ethereum right now. That's a 42% in 7 days that you're up if you invest in Ethereum.
I'll tell you why this happened.
Why?
That's not going to be good. Today, I got this correct. We had another drop in the 10-year yield.
What's that?
That's the bond yield.
The bond yield?
The bond yield.
Bond yield.
Yeah, it dropped by 7 points, I believe, in the morning. Something like that. Am I looking at this right? Might be a little off. But it's been under 3% for a while, which is kind of strange. But I'm expecting to see the bond yield go up a little bit more. That's the Treasury note for the United States. Basically, it went up a lot of money, I think, for two reasons. Ethereum, anyways. I know why Bitcoin went up. Bitcoin went up because it's a bear market rally and the central banks are pushing more money into the markets. Ethereum went up because they had that new news where it's like getting updated, right?
ETH 2.0, that's been coming and coming and coming. And
they gave a date. They said September.
Yeah. Do you know what they said last year? They also said September.
Right, but I mean, everyone buys the rumor. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. But dude, this is one hell of a freaking Ethereum maxis. They're pumping this up like anything.
Yeah. Well, another thing that helped them too was because I know ApeCoin went up by 26% too.
You're an ApeCoin believer, aren't you? Aren't you one of the guys that bought ApeCoin?
Yeah, I bought ApeCoin. I didn't put a ton of money into it, and I bought it when it was under $10. I believe
it's above $10 right now.
No, it's under. It's hovered between after it crashed. After like they froze up and like they couldn't do transactions during that whole initial sale when it went up to like $20 something. It tanked even more, and it went down to like between $3 to $6. It's around $6 now. I'm a big believer that when we're out of this bear market, people are more, hey, I want to believe in crypto. Hey, I believe in the metaverse. I think Yuga Labs is a strong They're a well-known name. How's that
Yeah,
sound?
but you believe in the metaverse?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think the average person is going to do the metaverse. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I believe we're shifting towards that as a populace, especially when people live in cities and they kind of an escape reality. That's what it is. Anything, but it's just more entertainment, except more immersive entertainment.
We actually got one of our own supporters of our channel, Jason Sario. He was showing his metaverse, and when he logged into the game, his avatar was a very risque, fitted avatar of a lady. And we're like, Jason, what were you doing before you came on the stream? And he would be like, no, Teddy, it's not. No, someone else was on my account, and they must. I'm like, Jason, do you go around catfishing?
Hey, you know what? More power to him.
Matic is on fire. Have you heard about Matic?
I don't know what. I know what Matic is. I don't know
Polygon Matic.
Yeah. Polygon Matic was there.
They are up 63%.
Yeah,
if you invested in Polygon last week, you're up 63% this week.
Are they the ones that were partnered with Disney?
Yes, they're the ones that are partnered.
So you got a lot of Disney money getting pumped into this, so that's pretty good.
Man, freaking Disney money, bro. How do I get some of that?
Well, you should have bought Matic.
No one told me.
You don't know. It just happens randomly.
Bro, it went to freaking 32 cents and no one freaking told me, you know?
Well, I bought Algorand too, because they're I think when they're sponsoring the World Cup, and the World Cup
Algorand?
Yeah.
Wait, I just read something about Algorand somewhere. Where was it? Algorand requested like money from crypto. Wait, let me see if I can find that article again. Control F Algorand Foundation has filed a claim against Three Arrows Capital. Have you heard of this?
I didn't.
Yeah, so they said tweet from. Okay, so I guess there was a tweet. Let's go look at the tweet. In addition, 3AC Limited, the investment manager of the fund, has filed a claim for $25 million. Other notable claimants are, and then it said Algorand was in there.
Celsius Network.
Last September, the Algorand Foundation entered a one-off over-the-counter trade. Is that what OTC over-the-counter, right?
Yeah, it might mean that. I don't really know.
What does it mean in over the crypto trade? I think it's over the counter.
I think it's over the counter. It's over the counter.
Trade with 3AC. We have reason to believe 3AC violated the associated lookup terms as such in seeking remuneration per the terms of the agreement. The Algorand Foundation never provided 3AC with unsecured loans or a line of credit.
So what happened is they did a trade outside of an exchange with Three Arrows. And they basically said Three Arrows can't like violate their terms, and they said that Three Arrow did. That's kind of what they're saying. So they're suing them for that. Algorand is a coin. I know that they're sponsoring the World Cup, and that's the most watched like sporting event on the planet. So that's kind of why I bought them. I think I bought in at 30 cents. And I was like, whatever.
Dude, Algorand has ran to $2 before.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good. I think it's good because it's still kind of new. I don't really think it's had a breakout yet, and it's very low energy efficient.
Yeah,
and that's a big standing point now with all the energy costs going up. And oil went up again today. Crude oil did.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, oh, we're not always going to be using that kind of energy, but like for the short term, we're going to be using all that stuff for the short term. Like next 10 years, we're probably going to still be using fossil fuels.
Yo, this guy goes 3AC pulled a dude. Trust me, Dusty. I got you.
Oh my God, Dusty, you can trust me with your millions to billions of dollars. It's fine.
I'll be alright.
Didn't 3R trade Bitcoin and saying you were making money because they were trading Bitcoin on swings until
yeah. They literally do this. Bitcoin swing traders are crazy, bro. They can pull out, and really, you don't even need to sit there and do it. There's so many bots now. Like Pinex, is just an entire exchange of just bots.
But they did it on leverage too, so they did it on other people's money. So and people think we're still not in a crypto bubble. there's still many projects that needs to get shaken out. Until all the projects that are really just kind of nothing.
Wait, so have we seen the floor yet or no?
Is St. Thomas still a thing?
St. Thomas still a thing.
We have not seen the floor.
What? How does that work?
Because
the bubble's looking real good right
nothing
now.
but a Ponzi scheme until it's completely gone.
Look at freaking Ethereum right now, bro.
Until all of the non-good projects, Dogecoin's still a thing. Shiba is still a thing.
Dogecoin. How could Dogecoin go away? It's infinite supply. There's always going to be a supply of Dogecoin.
It still has a value to it that's more than a penny. Do you really think Dogecoin should be a penny?
I have no comment.
We have terrible inflation of Dogecoin. It's a penny. Okay.
You think Shiba Inu is gonna reach a penny before Dogecoin?
If Shiba Inu is reaching a penny, I'm paying $9,000 for a gallon of milk.
For a what?
A gallon of milk. If
Shiba Inu reaches a penny,
yeah, we have inflation through the roof if that thing does it.
Oh my god!
Or they just burn half the supply. That's like the only thing either.
You know what's crazy? I do want to point this out. Uniswap is up 31%, but it's like the tiniest bubble on this thing. Yeah. ETC up 85, 86%. It's a tinier bubble on these.
It's because it's the market cap, and Bitcoin obviously has the largest market cap.
Yeah, but it's like, this is just wild.
Yeah, my opinion is we haven't seen the bottom yet. I mean, this could be the bottom, though. I mean, if the Fed decides to reverse course and say, you know what, inflation is going to be 10% year over year, and then this is what we have to live with now. They could do that, and this is not the bottom. But
what do you mean? If the Fed, what do you mean?
If the Fed says, okay, so they have a target inflation rate where they want year over year to be 2%, which I think it's their own cooked numbers anyways. But let's say they go by their numbers, they want to be 2% year over year. If the Fed says, no, we're going to change our target to be like 5% year over year, so that means every year inflation's 5%.
Yeah.
They might just say, this is what we're going to live with now. And then the market's going to be like, oh, through the roof. Like they're going to say, yeah, this is great. We can spend all this money. This money's great. It's just inflation's just 5% now. This is the new normal. So.
But is that ever going to be a reality? Probably not, right?
They can say we have no way to fix this.
We have no way to fix this, so we're just going to do a fixed 5% year over year.
Yep, and then they'll slash their rate hikes, and they'll continue buying more, like pumping money.
This is the Fed's interest rate, right? So every meeting they go up a percentage or 0.75, 0.5.
We don't always do that, but they've done it recently, and their next plan is 75 basis points. But there's also rumors it might be 100 basis points. The Canadian one just went up 100 basis points. It was like the largest one.
I mean, we thought it was going to be 8.6% for CPI, right? And that's obviously was 9.1, way higher. So,
well, and that's with like cooked numbers as it is as well, because like they like blend what your overall is like when they look at the food CPI, they'll be like, okay, steak may have gone up 20%, but that's fine if people just start buying chicken because they can't afford the steak, and chicken only went up 3%. So technically, food's only up 3%. They do that stuff all the time. So they kind of cook the numbers with the actual inflation amount.
Dude, when COVID happened and like there was a shortage of meat, people were paying all kinds of like pork was like $30-something like for a shoulder or something. It was wild,
Yeah, well, that was due to
COVID.
Well, I would say demand still being there and the supply being gone. That's why they said it was inflationary to believe with, but like we all knew it wasn't transitory. We all knew it wasn't transitory at that point, but that was their original argument.
What?
But, yeah, I don't know. Like, so 9.1%, and everyone's saying, well, that's in June, and we've all seen gas and oil come down. But what we've seen skyrocket since June has been rent costs. Manhattan is $5,000, the first time that they hit rent of $5,000 ever. So all rent fees are going up and up and up. So if anyone told you that inflation is peaking, I think they are either stupid or lying to you.
Dude, I have a question. What is on your floor? Is that a tablet?
That's a tablet.
Why did you place it there?
Don't tell me what to do.
How's the new house?
My house, my rules.
How's the new house?
House is great.
You moved in and everything?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. So what's with this shirt? I see it. I think Linux in my head, but I'm like, there must be another meaning.
These are puffins.
So are you
Do
a
you not like
Linux guy?
puffins? Do you not like puffins?
I do you eat them?
You can. I wouldn't.
Is there anything that you wouldn't eat?
People? I wouldn't eat people.
I mean, you may have already eaten them and you just don't know.
That's very true.
Dude.
There's lots of factory accidents.
Have you heard of like that Wendy's what is it, that finger found in the chili?
Yeah, of course I have.
You never know. You could have eaten human and you would have never known.
Yeah, I ate human.
Teddy, you ask too many questions. Sorry, I'm like Joe Rogan over here. All right, I got to interview Dusty. Me and Dusty hang out. Actually, you want to share the story about your recent injury?
So I don't know if they can see it, but I have
Wait. Let me see.
right
I can pin you. All right, go ahead. Tell your story.
I got a scar right here. It's gonna be a thing. So what happened to me?
Wait, you have the picture, right?
I do somewhere. I gotta find it. But...
Go get it. Go get it. I'll entertain them.
All right, let me find it. It's gotta be somewhere.
This guy comes over to the gym, and literally he's like, "Oh, Teddy, something happened." I'm like, "Oh, what happened? You can't tell?" I'm like, "No, dude, I can't tell what happened." And he literally comes out, and there's this. You'll see it in the picture, and the before and the after is just unbelievable because now he looks somewhat normal, while before he looked
somewhat normal. Thank you.
Somewhat normal as well. the normal, we're probably
as normal as I can get.
We always go.
Let me DM you.
Dusty's a very fit fella, right? So he makes sense at the gym, but Teddy not so fit. Doesn't really make sense at the gym. And then we start wondering, we always come to the gym together. Like, what are all these other gym guys and girls thinking as we're like working out? And Dusty's like, bro, they think you big strong. What is it? The bloat horn. You're like the bloat horn, bro.
You're the bloat lord.
That's not a name that anyone would know, right?
Maybe. I don't know how much are people in the fitness in your streams.
I don't know. I mean, there's a guy named Scott Herman who does fitness streams. Bloat horn. Is that really his name?
Bloat lord. There, I sent you the picture.
Wait, where'd you send it?
I DM'd you on Twitter.
Bloat Lord.
Bloat Lord. Yeah,
Bloat Lord. Bro, I don't even know who you call me, bro. 1 second. Bloat Lord. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I see him. All right, so first we're gonna do that, and then we'll do the picture. So real quick, so Dusty says, "I'm gonna get big, and when I get big, this is what I'll look like." This guy right here, the bloat Lord. Is this? Do they really have the GIF anywhere?
They have to have it. I mean,
oh, this is it. This is it. Ready? This is how Dusty pictures me at the gym. He's like, "Oh, Teddy, every time you lift weights, I feel like this is what you want to do." I'm like, "What the hell is this? What is this guy? He just lifts heavy." And the guy's like, what, 400, 500 pounds? We looked up
467 pounds.
Bro, that could be me, bro. It's straight muscle, bro.
It's 200.
Look at that. Look at that muscle, bro.
Yeah, it's a massive man. I can't lift that. Like, that's crazy.
How much is that he's lifting?
I don't even know.
How is that bar not like, bro? Look at this guy. You wouldn't want to mess with him.
No. Well, I mean, I can walk away from him. I know he's not catching up to me.
Wait, will this actually play on YouTube? Oh, yes. Could we watch it?
You have to live it.
All right. We will. Let me turn off the music for a hot second. Boop. Boop. I know you can't hear it, but I promise you there is fun stuff happening here. All right, ready?
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be Teddy. Oh my God, bro. That bar is going to snap on his face. my God, that's gonna be us at the gym. Me and Dusty, bro. Dusty out in the back. You know,
I'm in the
that's
back.
him.
You could be.
This is Teddy with the bar. Just, oh yeah. Is he lifting with his beer belly? Why does he scream like that?
Hey, if
Oh
you
my
lifted that, if you
God.
lifted that heavy, you'd scream.
Bro, I mean, if you can lift like that, it doesn't matter how you look.
No, that's real. That's a real man right there.
Yeah. So every time me and Dusty lift weights, Dusty always goes, lightweight, baby, lightweight. And I'm like, what? This isn't even the one with the gash, bro.
That's Ronnie Coleman.
Where's the one with the gash? Oh, wait, we probably shouldn't show that on YouTube. But anyway, look, he gets this entire stitch, like in the course of an hour. The guy's not even drinking, right?
Yeah.
And explain what happened.
What happened? Well, I was cutting firewood, and then I hit the firewood, and it came straight up, and it hit me right above the eye. Luckily, I had sunglasses on. That kept me from losing an eye. Though I think I could rock a nice eye patch. I'd rather not. I think as badass as
this is one of those like profile pictures for your Facebook or Instagram. Be like, I survived. Like, do you have a Tinder? Like, this could be your Tinder.
I have a Tinder.
Right
of course,
here.
I have a Tinder. Who doesn't have a Tinder? I'm a single man.
I don't have a Tinder.
You're not a single man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you don't have one.
Okay, I understand.
I don't think you want to find friends using Tinder.
Isn't that what Tinder's for?
It can be.
He is screaming like he has a UTI.
Yeah, it hurts.
Teddy, I'm trying to be like that. DZ, aka, you will get it, bro. You can do it. We can all do it. We're all gonna lift our Lambos with our bellies.
Yeah.
Lift the Lambo. Lift the Lambo.
And then scream right after.
Oh my God. I have a question. What is your question, Wesley? Tell us.
It's a joke. It's a pun.
Embarrassing. 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 This is how you know I'm so gullible, bro. Like, Dusty, you already know.
It's told to.
Yeah. All right. So, very fun story, but the real story I heard was some other guy pointed to a stick. Dusty went over there and was like, me smash things, me man.
Yep.
Smashed it real good. It was wedged in a way where when he kicked it, it flipped and smacked him right in the head, caused a huge gush. For about 15 minutes, all the guys, so like all the rest of my friends, like Greg Lowman was there, Craig. I don't know if you saw the YouTube video on my channel where they came over and they helped clean my computer. Have you seen that?
No.
So the YouTube fam. Oh God, this is a great thumbnail right here. This is our thumbnail, bro. No, they actually came over, and they helped me clean the computer. And let me see here. It gets wild. It really does. But they met them as well. So they go camping. So Craig, Greg, Dusty, all three of them. Plus what? Your brother.
My brother wasn't there.
Oh, your brother wasn't there. Who else?
Juan, Yoshi.
Yeah, Juan, Yoshi. We have a friend named Yoshi. He's awesome.
And then I think that was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a small group.
So we really had them come over. Let me see.
All right, we got my
Bro,
friends,
look at them.
Greg
They're analyzing the shit.
I like how you put like Windows Movie Maker text
Things
above
are
it.
shaping up.
Wait, what?
Will you look at your opening?
My opening?
Yeah, Windows Movie Maker text right above, right on
bro,
top.
This is Sony Vegas, bro. Sony Vegas.
Well, excuse me.
Teddy gets help to clean his computer with Craig and Greg.
It's Greg
like Always
and
Sunny
Craig
opening.
here looking at my computer.
Look at my
Things are
setup.
shaping up.
My guess is he's actually.
You've already been to my house. You already know what. You've slept in this room.
I have.
You're like, I've been there. I've done things.
I know these things.
We'll see what
You know these two as well.
I have.
You came over as well. We're gonna fast forward, but dude, they like we ended up from upstairs to downstairs. Like we're taking apart the entire. Do you take care of your computer or no?
No, not at all.
This needs to be more than
Right,
This
and
is
then-
janky.
and then-
This is very janky.
Oh yeah.
Greg Lowman telling me stuff
is
is
wild.
janky. and then we ended up outside.
We got the air compressor going.
Oh my god,
Intriguing.
he's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
so
Oh, wow.
hurt, bro. You see that?
Oh
You
wow.
have listen,
That's a
you
lot.
don't take care of your expensive computer, and I don't have an expensive computer. That's why I'm thinking.
Non-chlorinated, and now we're adding
This is
WD-40 back into the
non-chlorinated
fan
brake
to lubricate
fluid
the fan so
cleaner
it
or
doesn't make
something.
noise.
So they use that on like every single piece in my thing, and they took the entire thing apart. They assembled it all back together. It's freaking wild.
Yeah, it's gonna take a second. It's not gonna be happy.
I didn't even.
And
have
it
any
popped up.
updates or anything.
Yeah,
And
it
it was
works.
great. It worked. It worked after all that.
Nice.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
I'm glad you have a functioning computer.
Yeah, it's not so functioning. I still have issues.
That's because you have a lot of viruses on it.
Well, you know,
Gotta stop
I
going
look
to
at a
those
lot of
sites,
crypto.
Daddy.
They're all trying to fish me. So you know.
I do know.
Hey, I got you, Teddy. Freaking Wesley. Wesley got me, bro. Teddy, will you guys take a look at a sleeper project I'm involved in? It's called USDC Piggy Bank, and it pays 16% USDC reflections. That clickbait. I don't know if I believe this.
All right, so here's the thing with all of this stuff that it's been a red flag for a while. When things pay a lot of money for them, like having yours, I question that. If that makes sense.
Wait, say that again?
Like, so they're saying it pays back 16% USDC reflections, right? That means they basically say it's like staking, I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't want to know. Let me know if that's right. If it is like close to staking, where basically you say, okay, here's my dollars, and they're going to say, okay, we're going to give you 16% for you to hold your dollars here, essentially. Like that's a big return.
Yeah.
Like that means there's got to be a decent amount of risk in that, because you don't make money just by non-risk things. Like that's kind of how that works. If you have a lot of risk, then that's how you get those big returns. But if you don't have a lot of risk, you get very tiny returns. That's why it makes no sense that it's giving 16%, unless you're saying it's got a shit ton of risk. Then I'd be like, okay, it makes sense. You're willing to risk your money to be that volatile for 16%. Go for it. But if they're like, oh no, it's relatively safe, well, we have another Celsius and 3 Arrows Capital on our hands.
Let me see here. We can find tokenomics. This token that I'm looking at has 200% sustainable APY, fixed rebase mechanism that actually works with a sustainable APY.
Okay.
Hold and compound your interest every hour. You have heard of this already, right? Yes, but those tokens are fundamentally flawed and don't work. This APY system is the first of its kind, based on the popular APY tokens Titano and Seifu. Have you heard of these two?
I have heard of them, yeah.
I have not. Where we fixed the fundamental flaw inside their contracts, which, by the way, meant that you didn't gain any value from their promised APY. We keep it sustainable because we are planning for the long term. Oh, right. Oh, right. We also have a low tax system, 2% buy, 5% sell, appealing to whales in the space that will generate volume and a loyal diehard cult army. Our team's strength lies in marketing with connections to Hotbit, YouTube influencers, Indonesian marketing, as well as BSC channels.
Those are red flags.
Yo, I'm a YouTube influencer, bro.
Yeah, YouTube influencers really know what life is like and how that works.
Come on, man. Everyone lives my life, man.
I don't know what to tell you, but most YouTube influencers don't know what they're talking about.
I actually didn't even realize they had a video. Do they? Oh, my God.
Oh, so you're saying that if you go down, Teddy,
yeah,
to the most recent comment, he says the dev created it and it vanished. And then we're trying to run it as a community token.
None of that. That's what happened with Sama V3, and I'm still suffering. Once a year, I clean my computer. I always donate the wool sweater inside to Goodwill. Reflections accumulate from sales.
Yeah. I don't think, I'll put it this way. If anything is promising large percentages back that's relatively risk-free, that doesn't exist. It's either a bubble, a Ponzi scheme, anything like that. It's just how it works. I mean, if you're going to tell me that there's a lot of risk to it and whatever money you can go in could be gone in an instant, well, then yeah, that makes sense. You could probably get 16% because that's that freaking risky. but that's kind of how you do things. Like there's no safe way to make a lot of money without any kind of risk. Like that doesn't make any sense. This is very old. Everyone knows that. But people keep falling for it. So like with the whole Saitama thing, I'm going to flood that one again. They were promising a lot of money with low risk. It's like, it's not real. It's not real. No, that never works ever.
It works, man. What do you mean? Don't flood my bag, bro.
You know it's not true. Because if that were true, everyone would be doing that. Like, like everyone would be rich. Everyone would be rich all the time. So
they have 831 followers. They're following one person. They're following the Ferrari.
Okay. Well,
it's interesting.
I mean, like I said, it sounds too good to be true.
You know what's funny? I'm investing in this one.
You're not. I wouldn't call you the pinnacle of investment.
Dusty knows the amount of times I get rug pulled. He'll come to the gym and be like, "What'd you get rug pulled on today, Teddy?" I'm like, "Everything."
Teddy has the ability where he has a level of risk that is acceptable to him, so he's able to get rug pulled many times.
All these guys think like, "Oh, bro, he must be loaded." It's like, nah, yeah, loaded and credit card debt because I can't.
Yeah, Teddy's over leveraged. He's the margin call is gonna come for his house.
It's all gonna happen. It's all
He's gonna get
happen.
that margin call soon. He's gonna have to give it up to the bank. Teddy, you've defaulted on your mortgage for the third time this month.
It's okay if I don't pick up. It's not real. Only if you pick up and you listen to the message, then it's not real. It's like all those homeless guys. You just get away with it. If you believe you don't have a house, you're homeless. That's it.
Okay, that's fair.
Because in India, the government gave a few slums the houses, like they gave them housing. You know what the slums did? They ended up renting out the housing the government gave them for more money and stayed as slums on the street.
That's brilliant. That's pretty brilliant.
So there's still slums on the street, but it's like, bro, that slum's got a 2-bedroom house he's renting out, and monthly he's getting 60 lakh.
Yeah, because when it's all said and done, he'll have enough money so he doesn't need that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Teddy, what about Gala?
Like he's already living as a slum. He knows the game. Why not make money?
Wait, by the way, my streams are shorter, so we are gonna end it here, Dusty.
Okay.
We would love to have you back on. You were definitely a delight. Maybe we make it a segment, every other Monday or something like that, or whenever you're free, because I feel like you have a lot of insight that the goons can use for making decisions that are much more meaningful than just listening to my view.
I take the information that the news media gives us and I remove their spin on it.
I feel like I'm doing the same way. The other day I was seeing like, oh my God, the mining industry, crypto mining is causing issues in Texas. Houston, Texas is having a crisis right now, right?
Yeah, they have an energy crisis with their grid.
Yeah. But the article came out and it was like, because of crypto minings, the top 7 cryptos are all using all this wattage that aren't in Texas right now, right? Not in their grid. And all that power combined could power all of Houston, Texas. And I'd read the article and I'm like, this is depressing. This is the most clickbaity, because I know mining is becoming more and more renewable, right? Like people are going to solar farms, they're going to battery operate, they're trying to find a way to reduce and do sustainable energy when they're doing mining activities. So when I see those clickbait articles, I feel like I'm doing the same thing. Look at this article. But
they're not wrong either, Teddy, because you got one final thing you got to remember. This is when it comes to energy, and the renewables and whatnot, the infrastructure is not there for renewables in the United States, and China doesn't really use many of them. So if the infrastructure is not there, they can't really use anything but what the grid is. So until the infrastructure is there, then they are going to be a strain on that current system that we have, which would be oil, coal, all that stuff. So like I said, there's a lot of things in play right now causing these issues.
Okay, fair enough. But I did. My main takeaway from the article was we need to find a way where we can share power across the grid, right? Across the grids that exist, not
Yeah.
just say, hey, all these guys in freaking Florida are taking all this power away from Texas. That's how I read the article, and it's like,
Texas
no,
is on its own grid.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Texas has its own grid. So
Yeah, clickbaity articles, man. That's
Yeah.
what we deal with here.
gotta read the more than just the title.
All right, fair enough. We do go real deep into some of our stuff. I go deep into the rabbit hole. I probably should
important
stop.
No,
I
that's,
like
that's you got to go deep into the rabbit hole. That's how you learn something.
I've learned a lot. All right, Dusty. It was nice having you on. We'll have you again shortly, whenever you're free. We'd love to have you. And that's it. Say bye.
Thank you so much, Ganja Goons.
Ganja Goons real strong. Smoke that like button on the way out, Ganja Goons.